Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be giving my NBA DraftKings picks for Thursday, December 21st. We got a 5-game slate today on this Thursday, so a decent sized slate for a Thursday at least. We usually have 2 or 3 game slates, but we got a 5-game slate today. And before we get started looking at each position, looking at guys we want to target, make sure you guys drop a like on the video. I would really appreciate it if you would leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you are new, so that way you'll never miss out on any of my new videos. And if you click the bell icon next to the subscribe button, that'll actually notify you every time I upload, and that way you'll get a notification every time I upload, and you'll never miss out on any new vids either. So make sure you do those things, guys. But yeah, looking at this 5-game slate, starting off at point guard, looking up top here, we got Ben Simmons, 9,500, going up against the Raptors. Not the best matchup for Ben Simmons, definitely a tough spot here. Obviously, if Joel Embiid is going to be out today, that's going to be an upgrade for Simmons. We don't really have any news on Embiid, at least Wednesday night. I'm recording this Wednesday night, and we don't have any news if Embiid is going to play today. Obviously, if he is out, that's an upgrade for Simmons. Simmons will just have more usage. He'll be involved more. He'll be relied on more for scoring if Embiid is out. But I don't even know if I want to go to Simmons here, even if Embiid is out, especially not at 9,500. I'd say you need close to 50, if not more than that, DraftKings points for him to return value on the salary. Obviously, he can get there, 47, 54, 47 DK points his last 3 games. We do have other options we can target. We got KYRIE Irving, who's a little bit cheaper. We got Kyle Lowry as well. Obviously, Simmons probably has the overall highest projection out of all the point guards. But we do have some other options we can go to. We got KYRIE Irving, 8,700, going up against the Knicks, who I definitely like today, especially in tournaments. I feel like this could be one of those games where KYRIE Irving goes off. The Celtics, they're on a back-to-back, so definitely note that. I'm recording this Wednesday, and I believe the Celtics are actually playing right as I'm recording this video. But the Celtics are on a back-to-back. They're going to be traveling to Madison Square Garden today to face the Knicks. This is a great matchup for KYRIE Irving. Does feel a little bit overpriced at 8,700, but we know the kind of upside that KYRIE has. He can put up 45, 50 DraftKings points, and I feel like this could be one of those games where KYRIE goes off. Obviously, if you're playing cash today, I'd say the optimal play is just to pay up for Ben Simmons at 9,500. But I do like KYRIE Irving today. I feel like he's going to be a lot lower owned than Simmons, especially if Embiid is out. A lot of people are going to play Simmons today, which obviously is understandable. But that is a tough matchup for Simmons. KYRIE Irving's in a much better spot going up against the Knicks, so I definitely like him at 8,700. I think I prefer him over Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry is 100 less going up against the Sixers. This is a good matchup for Lowry. The Sixers do play at a fast pace. When these teams faced off earlier this year, Lowry put up 32 DraftKings points in 28 minutes. We know Lowry also has a ton of upside as well. He can put up games over 50 DraftKings points. So he is definitely a guy we can go for tournaments. I think him and Irving are the tournament options, 86, 8,700, because I feel like not really many people are going to play them today. I just feel like everybody's going to pay it for Ben Simmons, especially if Embiid is out. Simmons is the optimal play. He's the cash play. But KYRIE Irving, Kyle Lowry, both of those guys are great tournament options. I'd say Irving's probably my favorite of the two at 8,700. You also have TYREKE Evans here at point guard if you want to play him at this position. He's in a great spot going up against Phoenix. Does feel a little bit overpriced at 7,600. But we know TYREKE Evans also has a ton of upside, and this is obviously a great matchup against the Suns. The Suns are not a good defensive team. We all know this. They play at a very fast pace. So this is going to be an up-and-pace game for Memphis. So I don't mind going to TYREKE Evans at 7,600. I think I prefer get up 1K, go to Lowry, or go to KYRIE Irving. But TYREKE Evans, definitely a guy I like in that 7K range. I think I'd prefer him over Kris Dunn if you're choosing for a guy in that 7K range. And make for looking for value here, maybe some mid-tier plays, some cheaper plays. Ricky Rubio, definitely interesting today at 5,400. If Donovan Mitchell is out again, he was out on Wednesday. Like I said, I am recording this Wednesday night. I'm recording this as the Jazz are playing, so I'm not sure how Ricky Rubio is doing. I know I had him in some lineups. I really liked him with Donovan Mitchell out. Don't mind going back to the well, even if Rubio has a bad game Wednesday. Not sure how he's going to do because I'm recording this as the Jazz are playing. But I do like this spot for Rubio, especially if Mitchell is out. I think he's another guy we can go to today at 5,400. You got Dwayne Wade at point guard for 200 less if you want to play him here. Obviously, the little narrative he's got going up against the Bulls. But I think I would much rather have Rubio at 5,400, especially if Donovan Mitchell is out. And maybe looking 5K and under for value. There aren't a ton of value plays at this position. We got Dejounte Murray at 4,400, but I would imagine that Tony Parker is going to come back today. He did rest on Wednesday. The Spurs are on a back-to-back. Not sure. I doubt they would rest Tony Parker 2 days in a row. So Parker's probably going to be back. That's probably going to really kill Dejounte Murray as a value option. We do have maybe 2 options at like 5 5K and under we can go to. First off, we got David Nwaba at 4,200 going up against Cleveland, going up against the Cavs. Definitely a good matchup for Nwaba. Cavs are not solid, or they're not that good defensively against the shooting guard, which is usually a position Nwaba plays when he's on the court. Nwaba's been getting good minutes lately, mid-20s in minutes. Sometimes we'll see 30-plus minutes. And if this game does get ugly, Nwaba will get some blowout run. This game could definitely be a blowout, so I think he's a point guard value play we can go to at 4,200. And the last point guard value play I want to touch on is Jerryd Bayless at 3,700 going up against the Raptors. If J.J. Redick does not play today, I would think Jerryd Bayless would move into the starting lineup, would take Redick's spot if Redick is out. He is currently questionable. As I'm recording this Wednesday night, he's questionable for this game. So if J.J. Redick is out, that's going to open up Jerryd Bayless as a value play. He's probably going to be one of the more popular plays because in their last game against Sacramento, when Redick came out of that game for injury, Jerryd Bayless played 26 minutes and put up 22 DraftKings points. So I think he's the guy we're going to want to go to today at 3,700. If Redick's out, Jerryd Bayless becomes a really good value option today. That's what I see at point guard. At least just early looks at this slate. Those are some point guards I'm looking to target. Let's go ahead and look at shooting guard. Alright, so at shooting guard here, we got DeMar DeRozan up top. 8,800 going up against the Sixers. Don't think I'm going to be paying up for DeRozan, at least not this price tag. We got other guys in the 8K range we can target. We got Kyrie Irving at 8,700 at point guard. We got Kyle Lowry at 8,600. And I've always said I prefer Lowry over DeRozan as long as they're similarly priced. So I think I'm going to be off of DeRozan today. I think if I'd pay up for shooting guard, I'd go to TYREKE Evans for like 1.2K cheaper. Really like this spot for TYREKE Evans in some tournaments. I think he makes a ton of sense today. And I think I'd prefer taking the discount off of DeRozan and going with him if you're going to pay up at shooting guard. But looking for other shooting guards in the mid-tier that we can target today. Really like going to Justin Holiday in tournaments. 5,600 going up against the Cavs. If this game does stay close, we know Holiday is going to play a ton of minutes. Anytime there's a competitive game for the Bulls, Holiday's going to play 30-plus, sometimes even 40 minutes. And if he's shooting the ball really well, if he's playing really well, he can put up tournament value. He can put up tournament value on this price tag. When he has faced the Cavs this year, he's done really well through 2 games against the Cavs. He's averaged 34 DraftKings points. Obviously, some of those games were back when Mirotic wasn't on the court and when Nwaba wasn't really a thing. But I still like this spot for Justin Holiday. Like him in tournaments at 5,600 in that mid-tier at shooting guard. I think he makes a ton of sense there. You got Rodney Hood there. If Donovan Mitchell is out again, I believe Hood did start for Mitchell, or at least he started in his spot, so he could be an option at 5,900. I think I prefer Holiday for 300 less, but Rodney Hood, Justin Holiday, I think both those guys are good options in that 5K range at shooting guard. And then if we want to go for value here, we want to try and find some value plays at shooting guard. Another gross position where I'm not seeing a lot of value. You got Isaiah Canaan at 4,800 going up against the Grizzlies. Not the best matchup. But I talked about Canaan in Wednesday's video. The guy's been playing a lot of minutes with the Suns. Just through 2 games, 27 minutes in both games. 30 and 37 DraftKings points. The Suns are playing on Wednesday, so they are on a back-to-back. Will be interesting to see how Canaan plays on Wednesday. I'm recording this video before that game starts. But he could be a value option if you want to play him at point guard or shooting guard. 4,800. Been playing really well through 2 games with the Suns. I think we can go to him. You got David Nwaba here at shooting guard if you want to play him. He's 4,200. He's a really cheap option. Obviously, you can take a shot on guys like J.R. Smith, Josh Jackson, just since it's just a short slate and it's only 5 games. But I don't think those are really optimal plays. Obviously, the optimal play at shooting guard if you're paying down is to plug in Jerryd Bayless if J.J. Redick is out, because I imagine Bayless is going to start for Redick. That's really what I'm seeing at shooting guard today. Let's go ahead and look at some small forwards. Alright, so at small forward today, up top here, we got LeBron, 11-9 going up against the Bulls. Obviously, LeBron is going to have the highest overall projection on this slate. I believe he's like the only guy over 10K. We got Embiid at 9,800, but we're not really sure if Embiid's going to play. So it's pretty much LeBron at the top, then it drops way down to Ben Simmons. So LeBron's your top stud on the slate. Obviously, if you can fit LeBron in, if we get value on Thursday and value opens up as the day goes on, definitely going to want to jam LeBron into lineups. Nobody on this Bulls roster can stop him. And if this game stays close and competitive, we know LeBron is going to be out there. That's when we want to roster LeBron's when he's going to be in competitive games. We just seen in competitive games he's played a ton of minutes. The production's been there. He's got 60 DraftKings points in 4 straight games. LeBron's been playing out of his mind lately. So I shouldn't have to tell you to play LeBron on a 5-game slate. You should already know that. He's the best stud to pay up for on the slate if you can fit him in. But if we do want to look for other options at small forward, I think there are other options that we can go to. Something that we're definitely going to want to track throughout the day is the status of Kawhi Leonard. He did rest on Wednesday. The Spurs were on a back-to-back. They're playing again on Thursday. When Leonard did not play on Wednesday, he got a rest day. He hasn't played like any minutes through 3 games with the Spurs. Only 16, 17, and 16 minutes through 3 games. Obviously, if Leonard's going to play like 25, even close to 30 minutes, he's a great option at 6K. I'd imagine Leonard's not going to play full minutes. You know, Popovich is going to slowly ease him in. So it's probably going to be another couple games. It might even be a week or two before Leonard's really playing his full amount of minutes. So I don't know if we want to go to him. Obviously, if he is going to play a good amount of minutes, Kawhi Leonard at 6K, way too cheap in my opinion. But we don't really have any news on if he's going to really play or not. So if we want to look for other options at small forward, Michael Beasley obviously is going to be a great play at 5,100, even though he's in a pretty tough matchup against Boston. When Kristaps Porzingis is out, Michael Beasley has just absolutely crushed this year. And he's been getting all the minutes. His last 2 games, I know Porzingis has been out, and Beasley's played 38 and 31 minutes, and has put up 46 and 38 DraftKings points. So even though the price tag's starting to rise, even though he's up to 5,200, Michael Beasley, probably one of the better, cheaper options on this slate, only if Porzingis is out. Obviously, if Porzingis plays, we can't go to Beasley today. And that's something we don't really have news on Wednesday night, so going to have to be tracking that throughout the day on Thursday. But looking for value plays at small forward, 5K and under, we want to go cheap at this position. It's a great spot for JaMychal Green at just 4,600 going up against the Suns. If we do want to target him, we know JaMychal Green does have some upside. He can get you like a 15-15 game like he did against Washington, get you that big double-double, and put up like 25, 30 DraftKings points. And like I said, it's a great matchup against the Suns. JaMychal Green's pretty much locked in for close to 30 minutes, if not more than that, just about every night. So I do like him as a value option. I think value is pretty slim just looking the night before. Not a ton of great value plays I'm seeing. But JaMychal Green, definitely a guy I'm going to be looking to target on Thursday in a great matchup against the Suns. He's only 4,600. I think he makes a ton of sense at small forward or power forward if you want to play him there. But that's what I'm seeing small forward today, guys. Let's go ahead and look at some power forwards. Alright, so at power forward today, we got Porzingis up top here at 8,900 going up against Boston. Obviously, he's questionable for this game. We don't really know if he's going to play. If you just read right here, is what it was reported that the big man said he's close to full health and he doesn't see why he wouldn't be able to play. So I'd imagine Porzingis is expected to play today. Not sure if he's going to be on a minutes restriction. Obviously, we'll get that news on Thursday. This is one of the positions you can attack Boston. Definitely you can attack them, the power forward at the center position. But when these teams did face off earlier this year, Porzingis did really struggle. Only put up 17 DraftKings points in 31 minutes. But this is a 5-game slate. Options are really thin. I think Porzingis could be a tournament play here going up against Boston if he does wind up playing. It looks like he is going to play. So I think we could pay up for Porzingis at power forward if we do want to go to him. You got Kevin Love for 600 less going up against the Bulls. Kevin Love, just a consistent guy. We know what kind of production we're going to get from Kevin Love. Pretty much a double-double machine. You pretty much got like a 30-point floor from Kevin Love. Obviously, 30 points is not what you want at 8,300. But still, this is a great matchup against the Bulls. We know what kind of upside Kevin Love has as well. He can put up those monster games where like he did against the Lakers, 28 and 11 for 54 DraftKings points. So if you are paying up at power forward, Porzingis, Kevin Love, great options up top there. You got LaMarcus Aldridge at 7,700 if you want to go to him. But I would imagine Kawhi's going to come back for this game. I doubt they would rest Kawhi 2 games in a row. So that's really going to hurt Aldridge, and it's not the best matchup against the Jazz. So I think I will shy away from him at power forward. If I'm going to pay up at this position, I'd just go up to Porzingis or Kevin Love, or just play LeBron at this position if you're going to play him here. You got Al Horford at 7,200 going up against the Knicks. Definitely not the best spot if Porzingis plays. We'll see some Porzingis defense. But Al Horford does feel a little bit underpriced. At this price tag, you only need like 36 DraftKings points from him to return value on this salary. And when these teams faced off earlier this year, Al Horford did put up 40 DraftKings points on the Knicks in only 29 minutes. So I really like him in that 7K range. If you don't want to pay up for Porzingis, Love, or play LeBron here, I do like Al Horford, 7,200 going up against the Knicks. I think he's definitely in consideration. You can go to Mirotic in tournaments at 6,700, but I probably won't be going there today. I think there are just better options like Horford, Love, Porzingis. So I'm probably not going to be on Mirotic. Dario Saric has been really consistent lately. The price tag's definitely starting to rise at this price. You need about 33, 34 DraftKings points from him to really return value on this price. Saric can definitely do that, especially if Joel Embiid is out. But I think we have better options that are a little bit more expensive that I'd rather go to. So I don't know if I'm going to be targeting a lot of power forwards in the 6K range. So maybe looking 6K and under, 5K and under for some value plays at power forward. I think SERGE IBAKA makes a ton of sense in this mid-tier at 5,900 at power forward. The guy's just been so consistent lately. 30, 32, 43, 33 DraftKings points. He's hit value in 4 straight games. When these teams faced off earlier this year, in only 24 minutes, SERGE IBAKA managed to put up 36 DraftKings points on the Sixers. So I really like SERGE IBAKA in that mid-tier. If you're not going to pay up at this position, I think he makes a ton of sense at 5,900. Definitely a guy that I'm going to be looking to target here. Obviously, if Porzingis does not play, you can play Michael Beasley here. He's a great option at 5,200, but only if Porzingis is out. And if we're looking for value at power forward, we can try and attack the Sixers bigs if Joel Embiid is out. I know Trevor Booker played minutes their last game. I know Holmes got some minutes taken away. I don't think Holmes played a ton of minutes. He played 26 minutes their last game against Sacramento, only put up 18 DraftKings points. The production really wasn't there. I know Booker was active in that game. I'm not sure how many minutes Booker played. He played 16 minutes, so he wasn't very involved in that game, but he still put up 20 DraftKings points. I still think if Embiid is out, Richaun Holmes is the guy we want here. Even though Amir Johnson's been starting for Embiid, I think Richaun Holmes is still the guy we want to go to. So he's a good value option we could go to at 4,600 if Joel Embiid does not play today. That's really what I'm seeing at power forward value. Not a lot of cheap plays here. I think you either want to pay up at this position or go to a guy like SERGE IBAKA at 5,900. Obviously, Michael Beasley is a great play at 5,200 if Porzingis is out today. But let's go ahead and look at some centers. Alright, so at center today, up top here, we got Joel Embiid, 9,800 going up against the Raptors. I don't think I'm going to be paying up for Embiid on this slate. I think there are better options. Even if Embiid plays, I don't think I'm going to be on him. And if you just look right here in the player news, it doesn't even look like Embiid's expected to play. It says Embiid could miss the 76ers' next 2 games, but is expected to be ready to play Christmas Day against the Knicks. So he's expected to be back Christmas Day. Obviously, that's a couple of days away. So I don't even think Embiid's going to play today. Even if he does play, I doubt I'm going to be paying up for him on this slate. I think there are better options we can go to. You got Porzingis at 8,900, who is expected to play today. I think he makes a ton of sense against Boston. Same with Kevin Love at 8,300. We also got Marc Gasol, who's eligible at this position. Marc Gasol's in a great spot going up against the Suns. I was very high on Marc Gasol yesterday on Wednesday. Obviously, I'm recording this Wednesday night before that game has started, so I'm not really sure how Gasol's going to play. Hopefully, he does good for us for those that played him. Even if Gasol struggles on Wednesday, I think we can definitely go back to the well. Obviously, this is a great matchup against the Suns. The price tag did rise a lot to 8,200, but just given the matchup, if this game does stay competitive, it's very likely Gasol returns value on the salary. So he is a center that we can definitely pay up for as well. I think I prefer him over Kevin Love. If you're going to play an 8K center, I'd prefer Gasol over Love, but obviously both guys are great plays, especially on a 5-game slate. We don't really have a ton of options. Both guys are good tournament plays. Both are good cash plays. But if I had to just choose one, I think I'd go Gasol over Kevin Love. But looking for other center options we can go to. Not really sure how many minutes we're going to get from Jonas Valanciunas today. We know Valanciunas is a guy we want to take when he's going to play a lot of minutes, when he's going to get minutes. Usually he gets minutes when the Raptors are having to face like a true center, kind of like Joel Embiid. So if Joel Embiid does play today, that could lean for Valanciunas to get more minutes. Even if Embiid doesn't play, the Sixers usually always have either Holmes, Amir Johnson, Trevor Booker, one of them on the court, usually at all times. That could lead to some minutes for Valanciunas. So I think we can go to him at 5,400. If we need to go a little bit cheaper this position, we need to go cheap at center. Obviously, you got Richaun Holmes here, who I like. If Joel Embiid is out, I think we can also go to the Suns bigs today. They are on a back-to-back, so that could lead to Tyson Chandler resting. Obviously, it's a terrible matchup against the Grizzlies, going up against Marc Gasol, who is a very good defender. But I think if we need to go to Alex Len, obviously if Chandler rests and Alex Len starts, even in a tough matchup against Gasol, Alex Len can still put up a double-double against Gasol, even though it's not the best matchup. I think we're only going to go to Alex Len today if we get news that Tyson Chandler's going to rest. It's pretty likely he rests since the Suns are on a back-to-back. So that's something we're also going to want to track throughout the day. But I think that's really it for center today, guys. I think that's it for this position. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit the like button if you did enjoy. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up on Twitter at the DFS_GOAT, or just leave a comment down in the comment section. We'll try and reply to your question as soon as I can. But yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck tonight, guys. Peace.
Whoa. whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, she shaking fast. Yeah, she dropping slow. Huh? What? Yeah, neck on fro. Whoa, 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 whoa.